damn phones. Babylons can't crack the code.
Welcome to B-MoneyTrading. Giving a quick update. The three stocks that I'm looking at / ETFs. TQQ's the starter. It made a run up the other day. Past few days actually, as you can see right here, coming back up. Was waiting for the pullback. It pulled back. Was looking around this $58 area. It pulled back a little bit more, so I went ahead and got in around the $57 area. Bought an option on it, and go ahead and pull that up. So there's the option, 67.50 call, and paid 65 for it. It kept jumping around real quick, so I finally just had to pay what they were asking. And so anyhow, so I got that going on. The expiration date is not until November 9th. So that should give it plenty of time to come back up to the 67.50 area. And so it should come back up and pass it, is my expectation of it. Hopefully it meets my expectations. We'll see. So we got the 67.50. I would hope to see the SPY, which would play a role in this as well, recover by then and pass it up. So with that said, just looking for opportunities to take advantage of. The other opportunity I saw was with Home Depot, and so we'll go to Home Depot HG, and was looking at the average price line for the range it's been in, which we can see here is the 193. We'll just round it up to 193 area, and so we see it's had this major just sell off. I'm thinking it's way undervalued. You can see on the RSI that it's oversold, and so I bought this option. It was for a fairly price, a good price. That's another reason why I went ahead and took it. And so with the Home Depot option that I bought, which of course they're going to depreciate, especially after you buy them, but I paid $34 for it, and it is for the $200 call, and it expires 11/9, and so we'll see how that plays out. Obviously I expect that to work out in my favor as well, and so I'm trying to stick to my strategy that I talked about in the last video about we're looking for low priced options, and according to what I see, the probability of it hitting that strike and going above and beyond is likely. Now when you go by the option, it'll show you the probability percentage. And these options, they're showing they're low, but according to historical data and what I see, and market sentiment, and then with what's going on in the world, I would expect Home Depot to make a good comeback and to easily be up over 200 by November 9th. So we'll see how that plays out. I'll keep you updated. I know these are a little bit longer calls than I've been buying, or options that I've been buying, but I have to be able to give it time to make its way back. The other one that I looked at was Ford. Now Ford, people are like, oh, they're on their way to bankruptcy, is what I've heard on social media and whatnot. Now, so on this one, I ended up buying, I believe it was the $9 call. Go ahead and pull it up real quick. Bought the $9 call. Now on this one, of course, it's already depreciated, but that's okay. It's expected. You know, that's why I know I'm risking. I know I'm risking $12, just like on the other ones when I bought in. I knew that's how much I'm risking. But the potential to make and probability to make good money off of them is, I believe, in my favor. That's why I bought them. I paid $15 for this one. It's for the 12 market value is $12, and it is for the $9 call, and it expires also November 9th. And so we'll see how that plays out. This is where we're at on this one. And so you can see it's found support around this 855 area. You know, and it came back today to retest it, and that's why I ended up buying in. Is I believe we retest it. We got earnings coming up, and so I would expect that by November 9th it would be on its way back to testing the EMA, if not just starting to slowly make its recovery. You know, it pays out good dividends. You know, also you know, on these stocks that I'm looking at and buying options on, I'll look at the news, what's been going on with it, what people are saying about it, and then I try and get my own overall thoughts on the stock itself, and not being influenced by one media source or one source in general. I try to keep an open mind and look at the numbers and the probability of it working out in my favor. And really, to be honest, what made me start thinking about this strategy was, and I'm sure a lot of people have heard it before, and I hate to refer back to it, but in that movie The Big Short, there were two guys in there that basically turned a little bit of money into a lot of money, and it was by taking buying options that were for low price but had a high payout, but according to the people pricing the options, whoever came out with the options, the probability was not very likely. And so what I began to do is I'm looking for options, even though they may have them priced, the probability is not in my favor. I'm looking for an edge to where I can see, like, even though the numbers on here are showing that it's not likely, I'm looking at the overall market, the sentiment, the news, the probability, and fundamentally wise, as well as time wise, and according to my own technical analysis and everything, that I find it highly likely by this date that this will be up or above this price, if not way above it. And so therefore I'm risking a little bit of money with the potential to make lots of money. Now, I can be wrong quite a few times because I'm buying them at such a cheap price, but when I'm right, I need to really be right. I need to make a good amount of money when I'm right. I don't need to sell too soon to just try and break even or whatnot. I need to hold it all the way through until I see that the probability of this making any more than this is very unlikely. And so with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. I will post up more later tonight. Hope you have a good day. Happy trading.